think the most fun is when the children come by with their parents. And they're like, you know, Mommy, Daddy, look, look. In their mind, they've seen these Disney movies where there's a big, huge castle. And the kids, they just love it. And so it's just become known as the sandcastle. When I was a kid, myself and all my friends, we all wanted to live on the beach. I mean, everyone said, that's my goal. I want to have a house on the beach. And as I grew up, I knew that I would have to have a really good job to do it. And so I said, I got to go to school because I'm not going to just get lucky. So I went to school, studied hard, became a doctor, built my practice, and it took a number of years, but finally I was able to save enough money to buy this land. The reason why I chose Sunset Beach was because Sunset Beach allowed you to build the big homes. I knew that I wanted to build a European-style home, something all stone, very strong, very sturdy. Sunset Beach was the one beach that allowed you to have basically the mansion on the sand. When I was able to finally get the corner lot, it was like a dream come true. I was at a restaurant. I got out a napkin and I said, okay, it's 3 stories. And I drew out the 3 stories and I looked at it and I said, it kind of looks like a little castle. And I said, that's kind of interesting. And so from there, went to Beverly Hills to 2 famous architects. They looked at my drawing and they looked at the idea and they said, unfortunately, these particular styles don't have big windows. And that's when I said, well, wait a minute, I got these dolphins that are jumping out in front of my land here. I've got the pelicans, I've got the kite surfers out there. I've got all this action, this energy, and if I have little teeny windows, why be on the beach almost? I knew Mr. Carlson, who was one of the most famous builders around at the time. I got out my drawings. I said, Jack, I have this piece of land. This is really what I want. And he said, if it can be drawn, it can be built. So after we had the design drawn up, we knew that we were going to put stone on the outside because we wanted the house to last. And it's completely covered in limestone, the outside. For me, that's what made the house. Well, one of the neat things about getting the granite for the inside of the house was the fact that it came from one mine in Brazil. Another thing about having granite limestone floors is that we have heating elements buried underneath the stone. They can be turned on and they warm the stone, and when it's just the bottom floor alone, if we turn that on, it can heat the whole house up. On the second floor, we do have a beautiful teak wood floor that has black wange wood inlaid in it with brass trim around it, which is really a beautiful touch. When we were doing the finished carpentry, we didn't have a finished carpenter. Jack said, well, I got this guy, we call him the ace in the hole. I had pictures of what I wanted it to look like, and again, it was like the old European look. To the third floor, we had a lot going on there because we had the custom bed, and he carved all that, carved the panels in the side. The biggest thing we had, which was this really thick teak door. I said, you know, we should do something special. So he took a picture of my hands, and he just started carving. And I saw those hands on the door, and the guy gave me chills because I said, you know, if it wasn't for the healing profession, I would have never had the house. Yeah, when I think back in times of solitude when I'm sitting in the house, I think, you know, this all started with a napkin, a pen, and a dream. And this one dream came true.